This is what your mixing sucks. You're drowning everything in reverb. Now, what do I mean when I say you're drowning everything in reverb? Literally what I just said. Now, quick definition of reverb. Short for reverberation is an effect that simulates the way sound reflects and decays in space, creating a sense of depth and spaciousness. In English, what that means is sound naturally bounces off of the space around you, the floors, the walls, all of the things. So when we're using reverb plugins, we are essentially recreating a natural occurring thing that is happening with sound just in our natural environment, which is all fine and dandy until you add too much of it on everything and then it sounds like this. Because that sounds awful. This is a reverb plugin I like to use. I use it on pretty much all of my projects. This is the VerbSuite Classic by Slate Digital. It is a great reverb plugin. They've got a ton of presets. I have the option of changing the actual EQ of the reverb to suit my needs. I also have things like attack that I can change to choose how fast it comes in, pre-delay, which is going to give me a small space between when the sound happens and when the actual reverb kicks in, chorus, which is going to make it sound thicker, and width to make it sound nice and wide and big and spacious and stereo image and There is a preset that I did find for drums that I do like how they sound with this. It's not a very long sounding reverb. It's not taking up a ton of space, but it's definitely there. And then on the melodics, sometimes I'll add a pretty decent amount of reverb, slightly different. Maybe I'll turn them down so they're not taking up a similar space of reverb as the drums, more on the lower end, so they sound like this. Again, if your reverb comes with an EQ, get in there and kind of shape it to be the sound that you want. Keeping in mind that when you have a vocal on your beat, you're probably going to add some reverb to that. When it comes to all of your different sounds and adding those reverbs in, they're not clashing together, giving you something like this. So be careful when it comes to adding reverb and adjusting the tone of them to make them fit for the thing that you're using them for, and adjusting as necessary, EQing where I need to, adding variations, busing my similar sounds to the same reverb, so my melodic elements have a similar reverb, my vocals have a similar reverb, drums, etc. Because a lot of you guys like to add too many reverb plugins to your DAW, and then it crashes, and then you wonder why. Because reverb, that's why. So instead of using 18,472 reverb plugins, just bust everything to a similar reverb, going to make your stuff sound cohesive. You could use return tracks for this, which I could touch on a later date. No diddy. Try that. Tell me if it works. Mwah, that's for your forehead. Go do it. Don't talk back. Thank you.